What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November, Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Sunday. That means it's time for the Dan
Shenanigan.
Slow Wave Shenanigan Hour. What's going on, Dan?
Not a lot, man. How about yourself?
Not a whole lot. Just couldn't wait to come over and say thank you very much to these guys, because if it wasn't for these guys, I probably would have took this radio that I have and threw it against a wall and bashed it into like 1,000 pieces.
And there's a new member of the court.
And there is a new member of the court. Whiskey Victor 8 Tango jumped up to the King's Court, and I appreciate the upgrade. That's where it's at. You know, the King's Court guys, you know, those guys there, that's the right hand stuff, you know, and they don't know it, but they do a tremendous lot for me. So
we get our own separate flavor of Kool-Aid to drink.
Yeah, they get their own Kool-Aid flavor. And back over to these guys, you know, these guys had the opportunity for a big giveaway. You know, I told everybody if they would have filled up that page by last Wednesday, I was going to do a big giveaway. And nobody took me up on that. I'm surprised. But anyway, thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. And then over here to these guys, there wasn't no shift or move this time. But I do want to thank Bruce, India, Charlie Papa for the big off-stream donation as usual. Thank you very much, Bruce. You rock. So what's been going on, Dan?
Man, not a lot. Been kind of under the weather today. So if you haven't heard me on the radio, that's why. I punted exactly one person like today, not UTC day. But yeah, you know.
I'm like,
my ham alerts went off, and I turned the radio on, Hunter James, and I went back and laid down.
I hear you on the radio every day. Every day this year, I've heard you on the radio.
That's right. But no, other than that, man, been doing good. Been raining today too, and it's been storming, so it hasn't been a bad day to not feel well, because there's been lightning all day anyway. So even if I was feeling, I wouldn't have the radio hooked up. So, terrible weather here. Terrible.
Well, you know, it's been a bad rainy day here as well, and I'll tell you what. We actually need to QSY this live stream, because they got a net starting here in 5 minutes. So.
they've had a net here on this channel for 15 years. What do you think you're doing?
But it's been rainy here, and on top of that, it's been rough finding a ride today. So I've only got out one time myself today and activated. I already had messages from people. Hey, did I miss your activation? Hey, are you going out today, Steven? I thought we was gonna have to call the search and rescue for you, but I did get out and activate today and got everybody in the PZN challenge. So I've done my job. But
yeah. I did, Toby. I did. Yep, that's it. Let me throw it out there. If you're just gonna hunt one person, be it James, because you know he turns his logs in. But I did hunt that. I got Bang Bang since he was spotted on 40 meters. Kilo Charlie 4 Bravo. I hunted him right after I hit James, and I hit the power button again. Not feeling it. Not feeling it.
Yeah, if you're going to hunt one person and one person only, I would suggest me, because you can guarantee that the log will be turned in within a reasonable time. Today it'll be right after this stream is when it'll be, because I wasn't doing it in the park. It was nasty. But, you know, I get it turned in a reasonable time. But if you're only going to hunt one person, make sure that person heard you hunt them.
Yeah.
Don't be that person when I say Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta, and then you're somebody over in Missouri. You're 5'9" in Missouri, James. Thanks for the contact, 73.
Something opposite of that happened to somebody who posted on Facebook. I think it was today I was reading, and they said they hunted one person during a certain day. They only got on the radio one time, and they hunted somebody, and they happened to be at a twofer. And he saw those two, log entries get in there, but mysteriously, somebody else logged him different park, same frequency, I guess, for the same day that he never made contact with.
So what happened was two activators was on the same frequency, and he thought he was hunting the twofer guy. and the other guy actually hurt him, and that's what he worked. I guarantee you.
That's possible. I've done that on purpose though, on both sideband and CW. It's awesome when that happens.
Yeah,
Get 2 in one shot.
it's kind of like there's a deer in my sights.
you go right through one and get another one.
I pull the trigger. I go up to collect my deer. Oh, there's 2 here.
That's right.
I've seen it done. That's for sure.
Sometimes on CW, I wait. I mean, even though I can get one and then the other one, maybe I wait until they line up. I guess, what am I trying to say? Until they line up their QSOs right, and I'll wait to pull the trigger at the right time so I know both of them hear me, and just hope both of them come back to me at the same time. It's just fun playing the game.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is called hunter talent right there. When you're deer hunting, deers do line up, every now and then for you. But when you're waiting for 2 different activators to line up at the perfect time to get a double QSO, that's some talent. I'll give Dan credit on that. He should have.
I had one happen to me last week. There was one that the spot was like 25 minutes old, and there was somebody else on the same frequency who was active. So undoubtedly, the other person spotted on that frequency. He called is the frequency in use and didn't hear anything. And the other spot's so old, he figured somebody just forgot to QRT their spot. So I called this activator that was active back, and I heard both of them come back to me. I said, okay. I said, well, the first activator, I forget his call sign now. I said, you're 5'9", and the other activator, you're also 5'9". I said, hey, yeah, sometimes it works. I have yet to get 3 on a frequency though. Maybe I should make that one of my goals for next year.
So I'll tell you what, my shenanigans have been since last night. I jumped into Chill Pad and was talking with some of the Patreons, and PP Man had sent me a message, and he told me that he talked to the guy who put my QDMX together, and that all I would have to do is pull off the cover, and there's a screw to the left of the screen, and I just got to adjust that screw, and it'll fix my QDMX from showing blocks to showing frequencies, and just simple. He said it's simple as can be. I'm your Huckleberry. So last night when I was in Chill Pad, and I decided I'm going to start taking the cover off. You don't have to take the cover off. It's 4 screws, right? 4 screws will take the cover off. 4 screws will take the side plates off and the bottom of the cover. You're correct. But then there's boards that are screwed together, and it takes the bottom cover off. The screw that I need is in the top of it, and that board is still in there. Okay, it looks like that board slides out. It won't slide. What is wrong with this thing? So I went back and forth in Discord for an hour or so with PP Man, sending him videos and this, that, and the other. And he's like, take this screw, undo this screw. And he told me to undo one. I said, are you sure that don't look right? He said, yeah, take it out. So I start backing it out, and it just starts spinning. And I look down at the bottom, and there's a nut turning. I said, PP Man, there's a nut on the bottom that there's no way I can reach turning now. And that looks like that's holding something in. That's not holding the board in. I think we just messed up.
I learned a long time ago, if you can't solve it with one of these, you just can't solve it. I love these little needle nose vice grips. They are so awesome, man.
Well, I don't know if you know the exact size of this thing, but if you can get some vice grips, in there, you're doing pretty good.
Right.
That's definitely not going to fit in there. So anyway, I end up calling in a night, and I went in there and started watching some TV, and I was like, you know what? Eastern Standard Time built one of these. So I message him, and we get back in Discord, and he starts telling me, he's like, well, that top board that slides out has got that board with the post in there. He's like, and it sounds like they didn't sand that thing down right because it should just pop out, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up getting it to pop out. Now it feels loose in there, but
hot glue.
But I will tell you what, I get that done, and then I get all it done. So then I have to put all these boards back together, so I can power it up outside of the case, no case on it, and fix the problem. Get it powered up, no smoke comes out, and so I put it back together without the case right. I start turning that screw. I go from blocks to numbers. I move it around in different lighting situations, making sure everything looks good. It looks good. I'm like, cool. I'm like, oh crap! Now I got to put it back together. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of y'all know I've had brain surgery, and I don't have very good dexterity in my fingers. These fingers are not meant for QRP stuff. So putting this thing back together has become a mission. And about 5 minutes ago, I got it back together, all but the knobs. And then I look, and it looks like one of the knobs is shorter than the other one. And I put a knob on it, and it just covers it. I'm like, oh crap! I was like, that one's not pushed up in there. So I just took it totally back apart again, and I get it back apart, and guess what? It is shorter than the other one. I just needed to put the other knob on it.
Yeah, it's need to swap knob. Maybe you should have asked an ICOM user to help you because they're used to dealing with small stuff.
Yeah, they're used to holding little tiny mics and stuff like that. But so now I get to put that thing back together again, and hopefully when I get it back together, no smoke comes out of it, and I get to actually use it again because I really like the radio. So
I'm curious how the adjustment got moved in the first one, though.
That I don't know, but
you didn't drop it or bang it or anything like that, right?
Evidently, it is a problem because I've heard multiple people having to do it.
Okay.
And PP Man said the guy that built it for me, when he first was working on it, used it for a while, and it came out of an adjustment, and he had to fix it.
I wonder if it's a heat thing. Like after it warms up for a while, maybe the adjustment screw itself doesn't move, but some other internal heats up and changes its resistance or whatever.
I don't know, but thank you very much for the super chat, Mr. Fox Sierra Zulu. And you guys can still head over to his channel and use my code till the end of the year and save on 10 antennas.
Reese Cup, gotcha. Yeah, but Reese Cup, you've been through like 12 G90s, right?
Now, here's the thing. This is a tiny kit radio, David, that was built by a non-radio person. You're destroying radios that are built in a factory. So me and you's not the same destroyer, buddy.
He recently picked him up another doo-doo. So he has battery power from now until next June.
Well, a doo-doo will not power my laptop either. So, because we sure did try it, and it would kill that battery every time.
Kill which battery?
The doo-doo.
Huh.
It won't kill my Biolino, but my Biolino won't charge it either.
Yeah. It's probably the BMS kicks in. Yeah.
But my Biolino will stay running.
Yeah.
The doo-doo, it kills it. You plug it up and it just gone, and it won't. You can't use it for a couple of minutes actually, even after you unplug it.
Yeah, let the BMS reset it. It's something weird that it won't. So I guess I don't know.
So, and it's funny because when we got back to his house, we hooked up another HP laptop, which has a smaller power supply. and it ran that laptop just fine. But this gaming laptop evidently likes power. Obviously.
What's up, Bang Bang? Good to see you, buddy.
And Bang Bang was in a twofer a little bit ago.
Yeah. The Duke of Bama.
Oh, see, I bet he don't have to worry about problems like putting little stupid radios back together like this because
no,
he's smart enough not to use QRP. You know
well, at least
why?
you're using it, not just buying them to collect and buy a QRP radio and sit it on the shelf. You know, as he looks over at his shelf. Every now and again, you go dust them off and say, "I know I use these."
Yeah, I'm using them.
When you pick them up off your shelf to show somebody, there's an outline of dust where it used to be.
No, listen, we all know because we talked about it last week on Shenanigans that my Lose My Mind tour where I went on a mountain bike QRP rove. See, I can't even talk. And then the next day I went on a CW QRP rove. I've done it. There's going to be more of it, especially with the mountain bike. Like, you know, that's like the best of both worlds for me because I miss my adventure racing. I used to be hardcore into mountain biking and well, life behind bars.
Speaking of QRP, who is planning on getting the new Shegu once pricing is released and all that stuff? Is it the 6200?
Yep, the X6200.
Is anybody in the chat planning on trying that and comparing it to the 6100 if you have one? Or Steven says you need a QRP laptop.
I have a QRP laptop, and here's the problem with the QRP laptop. Thank you very much for the super chat, but the problem with the QRP laptop, it's about like running QRP. It can't keep up. Like I'll put a call in, I'll hit enter, or I'll hit tab. I'll wait for like 4 minutes, and then the name will pop up. Then I'll hit enter, and then 4 minutes later, it'll bring up the next screen so I can run somebody else. It's really milliseconds, but as compared to a normal laptop, when you run a pile up like me, you don't have the time to wait milliseconds. You need to hit enter and be typing in the next call sign. It's that simple.
Eddie says he's done with the 6100. Well, he's good with the 6100, sorry, so he's not going to get the 6200. I'm kind of with you, Eddie. I like my 6100.
Well,
I do have an issue that I'm going to downgrade the firmware and see if it fixes it, though.
I don't have a 6100, but I think I will get a 62. Just for games.
This has to be a good story. Why are you taking somebody else's NFED to a park? Scientific. Yeah, you just turn your 891 down to 5 watts if you want to run QRP. There ain't no reason to buy an amp for a QRP rig, right?
I mean that makes sense, other than the fact that you cannot take that with an 891 into the woods.
Well, you can.
Or you can, but you're not going to make a contact.
Yeah.
Wow, Terry, 12 months YouTube member. Congratulations. One year YouTube member.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize I had YouTube members for a month. That means Dan, you're probably a year too. I wonder why it just randomly displays people like that.
I think you actually got to tell it to. Okay. Like I think Terry did that. Let's see here. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh, here's a milestone chat. Okay. Yeah, I'll send mine. Yeah, it's called a milestone chat.
Okay. 13 months. Well, get there. He went up to you, Terry.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't realize it did that. Well, thanks to both of you guys.
I'm coming for your dues.
And the thing is these guys are also King's Court Patreon, so they like to support the channel, and I appreciate it.
Hey, shout out to Terry and you for helping him. His first Rover award he got earlier in the week, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a fun week. It's not really been a productive numbers week for me. I'm sort of scooting by with what I need to get, but it's not been a productive week. But it's been a fun week, and it's definitely been an interesting first because today is Sunday, so since the last Sunday, we're not even gonna count today. Since last Sunday, some form of video has been posted by me every day. And hey, thank you very much for 3 months, Chris. Just somebody needs to come in last. There we go. Well, if somebody wants to really come in last, they can join right now and show Chris that ain't happening.
That's right.
But no, it's been a productive week. But yeah, so last Sunday I streamed. Last Monday I dropped a TikTok. Tuesday I dropped a YouTube short. Wednesday I streamed. Thursday I dropped a video. Friday I dropped a video, and that ain't even in my schedule. I do have a schedule now, and Friday I dropped a video, and then yesterday I dropped another TikTok. So 7 days straight. I've been at it. That's for sure.
So, all right. So I've noticed since you got your new chair that you're not the only one, and I do the same thing. The chair is so comfortable, it's like you can't sit up straight in it. You're always like,
yeah,
hunched over to one side or the other.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. But it feels way too good when I put the pillow up behind my neck and I lean back like this. I could do one of those 24-hour streams, and I could just sit here and sleep and snore.
Yeah.
And you guys could super chat for every time the snores get louder.
You imagine how many contacts you can get on FT8 being that comfortable?
I should do that. I should do a 24-hour FT8 stream.
An FT8-a-thon.
An FT8-a-thon, and see how many see how many contacts is possible to make while you sleep. That way, we know the people who do turn in their sleeping FT8 logs. We know that their logs are totally incorrect because you can't make that many.
Well, if you go through the full cycle, it's what, 1 minute? Because there's 4 15-second cycles, right? Per Q7.
Yeah.
So it's 1 minute, and there's 1,440 minutes in a day. So if everything goes absolutely perfectly with no repeats, the maximum you can get in a day is 1,440 if you go through the whole cycle.
And I'm going to tell you, if you can go through the full cycle for an hour and get a QSO every minute, I will be absolutely amazed.
That's still amazing. Yeah.
I will be amazed because I've done FT8 before, and
what?
I've done it. You have people. It's kind of like Terry on sideband. Terry drops super chat. Said, "Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it." All right. It's kind of like this guy Jerry. It's kind of like this guy Jerry from Charleston, West Virginia, or Charlestown, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Jerry, Kilo 8 Golf Quebec uniform from Charlestown, West Virginia. It's kind of like him, he'll call you and you call him back and he don't answer. He just calls you back. So you call him back and then he'll call you back. So FT8's like that. You get people, you'll answer them and you're still on the same status. You'll answer them again. You're still on the same status.
He'll call you on the sideband sometimes. You'll be like, Terry, I already got you in the log. You'll be like, oh, sorry.
Jerry,
so I'll go into his
Jerry.
So I'll go into his chat and I'll say, Call him again, dude. I dare you. Come on, man. Call him again. It'll be funny.
See, we wasn't talking about you, Terry. We was talking about Jerry. Kilo 8 Golf Quebec uniform.
Stroke whiskey 2.
Stroke whiskey 2. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of strokes, yours truly will be activating. Start the park. I'll be one of the 2 people working Whiskey 2 Sierra this year for the 12 days of Christmas. So I'll be Whiskey 2 Sierra stroke 4. So,
well, cool.
Come and get your clean sweep. We got 2 new bonus stations this year. 2 Canadian Victor Echo, forget the number, XMAS for Christmas, and another one with a similar call sign. So you got some bonus stations this year for the 12 days of Christmas sweeps. So it'll be fun.
So also speaking of strokes, I want to send a congratulations out because, a couple, well, I mean, I guess it's been over a month, but not long ago we had on the stream a family. There was 3 of them that we had on stream, but then at the end, multiples came in and, said that they were studying for their generals and stuff. And, we have 3 new stroke alpha golfs waiting on their call signs to come in. And they all promised me that on Monday, I'm getting hunted by all of them. So not only will I get Whiskey 8 Echo Romeo Romeo, November 8 Romeo Charlie Lima, and November 8 Alpha Papa Romeo, I will also get November 8 Sierra Tango Hotel, November 8 November Juliet Romeo, and Kilo 8 Alpha Papa Romeo.
That is awesome.
So, yeah, and there's still one more that we'll test next month.
And then probably more to come after that.
Yeah, but that's in the cahoots for a special activation that we're trying to get set up. So
I know I got the whole fam on 10 meters one day. It was ridiculous. Basically make one call and you got your whole activation done. It was great. Yeah, instant activation. That's right, Chris. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna speed rove, get the boys and the family, and boom, your whole activation's done.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, listen, when I jump in Discord and say, all right, I'm 12 and out speed roving, and you hear me take the first call like Whiskey 8 Echo Romeo Romeo, and I get through them, and then you hear me say Kilo November 4 Victor Station, you're like, oh crap, I have to get in the very next call or I'm done. Yeah, definitely awesome stuff. Now here's the thing. They just got their general. I wonder how long it's going to be before they start sending me CW as well. Hey, there we go. See, Kent showed you, Chris. Welcome to Photo Hunter, Kent. Congratulations.
Very short order, I would say. I would think they'd get on the CW train pretty quick. You would think they would.
You'll have to update Kent onto the list there, Mr. Dan. Put that in your notes.
I'm about to put him. He's about to get the roll now. YouTube Hunter. Yeah, I think they'll start hunting CW very quick.
I'll tell you, speaking of Kent, you know what? He just become a YouTube member, so we're going to give him a shout out. He is very, very close to joining my 4,000 club.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the next one in line to hit the 4,000 club unless somebody amazes me, all of a sudden and comes out of nowhere. I mean, it can happen, but he's on the ball. He's about to hit the 4,000 club. And he will be the fifth member of that. Fifth member of the 4,000 Club.
He is ever present as well. It's like no matter where I am, I always hear "Kilo 9 Alphabet Echo." Or I hear that
he knows where I'm going to be. Like,
yeah.
But before I'm going to be there, like he's like, oh, that tune up right there, that's James. That's James. As soon as my tune up is over, I hear it. It's funny, man. It's just so amazing. Whereas before, if something happened and you wasn't able to spot, you were just like, oh man, this is gonna suck. But maybe I should test it. Maybe I should just test it. Like do a whole day of roving without me spotting. I mean, I can be spotted, but without me spotting personally.
You got to let people know that you're doing it. Because I'm not going to really spin the band looking for somebody unless I know to look for them.
You might not.
You know what I mean?
You might not, but I'm telling
right.
you.
Like when I know you're about to hop to CW, I pretty much can guess what band, and then I'll just look at the scope, and what I'll do is I'll see a tune-up line, and I'll tune to that real fast and see if that was you.
Yeah, like I may test that one day. I may do a whole rove one day. And I'll tell everybody, I'm like, I'm going to road tomorrow, but I'm not spotting. You got to find me. And here's the thing. Even if I got, let's say that nobody recognized my voice on sideband and didn't hunt me. Even if they didn't, when I go to CW, people's ham alerts are going to go off because the beacon's going to pick me up.
Yeah, if they have your ham alert set to not source it just from POTA. Yeah. You're right.
I think most people who have me in, they don't have no second trigger, nothing. They just have me in.
Because they want to get your POTA stuff too. Yeah.
Because the only way that I'm going to be hitting, you're going to get a ham alert from me and it's not a soda or a POTA, it's because it's a soda. Like it's not like I'm just going to be calling CQ from the house on CW, or like the guy on AM that just tried to mess with us the other night. I was on 7289, and evidently I was just annoying him, and he got on 7290, and he literally he did the Hotel India 8 Delta CQ. He's like CQ40, 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 CQ40. CQ40, 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 CQ40. He never stopped. Like never stopped. Even after my activation, I even tuned over there just to see us. Is he doing what I think he's doing? And literally, he never stopped.
Your 83 watts was bothering him that bad?
Yeah, it was tearing him apart.
Man, was it on 40? Oh, you just said it was on 40.
Yeah.
Well, you were probably running the Eagle One.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That Eagle One makes your signal sound like it's 12 kc wide when it's not.
I wanted to really mess with him and go up one on AM and do another activation on AM, but there was somebody right above him as well, and I didn't want to interfere with them because they wasn't bothering me. So, but yeah, I wanted to go up to like 7291 AM and do another spot.
Yeah.
I can listen. If you're spiteful to me, I can be spiteful to you. If you're good to me, I can be good to you. It don't matter to me.
I heard some fairly well behaved nets the last couple of days. A couple of them have slid down to they were going to have a net like a couple KCs away, and they slid down and asked the activator, said, "Hey, we're going to have a net here starting in about 45 minutes." And just to let you know, if you want a QSY, you're talking to the activator, or if you would like us just to move up a couple KC, that's fine too. But let's go ahead and work something out now, so we're not trying to figure it out 45 minutes from now. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Terry's correct. That guy on AM, that was at Elk River with Terry the other day. Yeah, Terry got the he got the PZN Rove finish. That's what he got. Because we were going for his first Rove, five Roves. Got him his first Rove. So we did 6 parks. You have to do more than you set out for. So his next goal will be 10. We'll baby step him up.
Oh, just start him right at 30 and work backwards.
Start him at 30 and work backwards.
Yeah.
I realize
you might have to nudge him to wake him up every now and again.
I realize I need a 25.
Yeah.
I don't have a 25. I either go like 20 or 30. So I guess
I guess it's kind of hard. I mean, I like the way they have it because it kind of forces you to stop. It's like it's so easy for me to get 20 parks, but I don't have the 15 yet. So I'm going to get 15, 16, 17, but then it kind of forces you to stop and not hit that next tier if you want. Yeah.
That's me. I want a 25. I want a 25. So we'll do 29 parks today.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, I'm one away from a line. No, I got to stop.
Yeah.
I figure a Garrett County Rove is coming up in my future. I love Garrett County, Maryland. It's an easy Rove. And on top of that, my twofer that I used to do up there, from what I seen, somebody the other day spotted it as a 3-fer now with one of the new parks. So nice. I haven't done the research yet, but it's probably a 3-fer.
Get some get some new to you parks in there too.
No, it'll just be the only one to be new would be that new one there. I've did the Garrett County is a fun road. That's why if you ever hear there's a guy that will call and he'll say you're 5'9" from Garrett County, Maryland, and I'm like, thanks for my favorite county in Maryland every time because it is. It's my favorite county. It's just so easy to get like 19, 20 parks.
Shallowtail Park.
I don't know what
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I know Charlie's been busy over in Oregon. He dropped a metric crap ton of new parks over there. Awesome to see.
49 at 1810 before the end of the year.
That's a rare park, man. I don't know if that's going to happen.
That's a super rare park. I mean, I would literally have to walk about 3 minutes to get into that park, Chris.
Yeah.
So that I don't know if that's possible by the end of the year.
It's possible if you know CW.
Oh, that is true because you don't do CW.
You figure, well, that's gonna be tight.
Let me do some math here. Let me do some math. And I got to pull the calculator because I don't math on stream.
You're gonna have to actually get off of just. I mean, you're gonna have to hit more bands than what you're used to for sure.
Who, me or him?
You. Well, yeah, you.
Maybe not. Let's see here. We're gonna look. 49 by the end of the year. So there were yesterday when I activated it, 2 people got their eagle there.
Yeah.
I know one of them was Kilo Oscar 4 Sierra Foxtrot Bravo who super chatted the 1810 like a couple weeks back if y'all remembered and said hint hint.
It'd be a lot easier with 2 activators too. So yeah, I could see you getting 49.
Yeah, well, we did 2 activators yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, here's my calendar.
I think it's doable. Yeah, man, you can remote into mine. It's no problem. We're gonna start the HRAD Flex network, by the way.
The problem is I don't really know my schedule of where I'm going at right now. I'm going to say we probably can make 49 happen, but I ain't going to swear to it. But let me see. How many bands can you do? Chris, can you do 60 and 80?
I don't know if he has an antenna that can do 60. Sorry, inside joke.
I'm pretty sure that if he can't, he can make one. Actually,
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, his antenna will do 60.
Oh yeah, it'll do 80 too.
Not my version won't.
No, right.
But my version, even though my version says 10 to 40, my version will do 10 to 60. It's called that PZN said it must happen.
You got that magic tuner too.
Mm-hmm. No, I actually don't use my tuner at all with his antenna.
Not even for 60?
No.
Interesting.
I use my internal.
So yeah. I imagine he can do whatever band you want to get on. So.
All right. So yeah, because
do I hear some 160 meter action coming?
Because I know he can do 20 for the earlier day shift stuff. Man, if he could do CW, it'd be a piece of cake. We'd do it in a couple of days.
He can do he can probably do FT8.
Yeah, well, Dan, you're gonna be doing that. Terry, Chris needs you to come up and start doing FT8 in 1810.
Well, I thought Terry was gonna do CW.
Terry, Sherry actually don't have an eagle in 1810 yet. If you want to come up and try to beat her.
Yeah.
Since she's done got it in Wallback.
Sing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yeah, I kind of miss you, man. A while back. Where you been, Terry?
Oh, that's good stuff. We drove right by Wallback the other day, and Terry didn't even mention it.
He didn't even do a double take, start sweating, and say, "We need to pull in here. We need to pull in here."
No, not at all. Oh, let's see here.
I can't believe y'all drove by a park and didn't go in. That's kind of impressive.
We drove by several parks and didn't go in. We were on a mission. It was on a mission.
Get some rare, the rare DX engineering sticker. That's right.
No, they wasn't rare parts for sure. Let's see. We're gonna check here. Terry, you're not in the top 5 of 1810 as an activator, so you can come up here and do some FT8 and take over. You could probably take over.
He's close to getting his kilo out of Elk River though, so he might get that one first.
You know, in Terry's defense, he does lead Elk River, which he should. If he didn't lead Elk River, there'd be something wrong.
Still think we need to come up with a map of claimed territory.
Terry needs 62 contacts for his kilo at Elk River, which will be his first kilo.
The question is, Terry, did you leave the park knowing that you needed 62 contacts, or did you figure that out once you got home?
Well, he left the park not knowing because he was activating with me the last time he activated there.
Okay. I think I would have hit another band or two and got him real fast.
And he's by far the most active there. He has 11 activations, and it's a new park, so. Toby is the top hunter there.
She's a machine. She's a top hunter almost everywhere, probably. I bet if you go on POTA, pull up a random park, her name's somewhere in the top 5. It's so awesome. Oh, let's see. What's coming up soon? The next big thing is going to be Hamcation, Florida. February 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, there's stuff before that, though. You got Winterfield Day before that.
Yeah, that's true. Is the wolf going to make an appearance?
I do not know. We haven't discussed Winterfield Day yet. Which I'm surprised because we should have.
He said he activated it this morning. You should have got your kilo today, buddy.
Oh, well, if he activated this morning, I wasn't with him then. Wait a minute, Terry, why didn't you send me my logs? I mean, I sent him his logs when I activated it the other day. Why didn't he send me mine this morning? Yeah. This dude's not fair at all. I see how it is.
But yeah, really looking forward towards February. That's going to be a fun month. So.
BP Man says, read Bingham 10 ops.
We can do that. You're coming down, is it January, Mike? And then February, we got Orlando Ham Fest and a very, very cool activation the day before, hopefully the day before Orlando Ham Fest. We got a really cool activation in the works.
Yep. Hopefully it happens anyway. That's going to be an early morning activation, Dan. You didn't really make me aware of that, by the way.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You could have warned me about the early morning part. Oh, jerk.
You got to get up before 10.
I get up. Listen, Hamfest, I'm up at like 6 o'clock every morning. I don't want to hear it.
Might be a little earlier than that, but you got to leave. I don't know. We'll have to get all that banged out. So. All right, so PP Man will be here January 16th. So we can do our Reed Bingham 10 op.
If PP Man will buy me a camper van before the 16th, I'll make it an 11 op.
Oh, you were one of the 10. He said he was going to pick you up on the way down.
As long as he's going to bring,
and he's picking Terry up too. So
long as he's going to pick me up and bring me back that evening, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, it won't be that evening, but yeah.
No, I want it to be that evening for sure.
Yes, he said he had a wedding on Friday. He's broke.
Well, you can always say, baby girl, I love you, but you were adopted. You're going to go find another daddy to afford this wedding. I got to buy James a van.
And a new laptop.
Yeah, I need a new POTA laptop, PP Man, to go with my van, and I need a new desktop computer for here at the house to keep producing you videos that you like to see. Because PP Man is obsessed with my videos. He watches them day and night. Anyway.
He did talk me into ordering a Carbon 6. So.
Yeah, he also talked me into taking that radio apart. So,
yeah,
not everything PP Man tells you to do is a good idea.
Yeah, but they're on back order, so there ain't no telling when I'm going to get it.
If I was you, I would have just ordered the one that you could have got shipped to you. It's a little bit longer.
I might get them both.
But,
yeah,
you can't go wrong with it. And you can use every section of it.
Right. Yeah. I'll probably end up getting that as well, just to have both of them in my.
I love I love my spider beams. It's great, and even when it falls over when I'm doing my lean and my antenna's on the ground, it still works great. Sugar Daddy PP. Thank you for the super chat, Steve. I forgot we can't talk bad about PP in front of Steven. Steven kind of got a man crush now. You know, Dan, you're on
could be defensive.
You're on the outs. You know, PP man like done swooped in and took your boo. He's like, you need to come over to the QRP world.
Well, my boo's not so QRO anymore, so you know. Yeah, I think I'll pick up both of them, Mike, to be honest with you. PP man done root Steven.
Well, you know what's crazy is how much better Steven's signal is than PP Man's though.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
I mean, I thought PP Man was the QRP king, but you know, Steven done blowing him out of the water.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it depends on where you are too. It's something about Indiana. I always get good propagation into there.
I'm just messing with PP Man. I get PP Man just fine. And so I don't know if you're privy to this information. So yesterday I went out and I activated, and the bands were horrible, and I kept having a carrier hit me, and like I'd get a minute without it, and then I'd get like 3 minutes with it, and it would go up like plus 20. And I was like, what is going on? So I came back to the house because I was doing, local park here. And I was like, I'm going to try come back to the house and check my stuff back there. Come back to the house. And I was getting the same crap here. So it was something in the air. But I noticed PP Man spotted, and I was like, well, I'll go over and hunt him. So I'm listening to a few people get him and stuff like that. And just as he calls QRZ, I go, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. And he said, King's in the house. And I said, you know, my call sign.
That is hilarious.
So he responded to the King's trumpets. He knew what was going on. It was pretty funny.
As you heard him, you were more than like a block and a half away. I mean, that's impressive.
Well, you know, my antenna's got great ears.
Yeah. Did you have to put your preamp on like 2?
No, my preamp one was on 8. I supercharged that thing. I got the new QRP setting in my Yaesu.
That's right.
Preamp goes up to 8. Noise reduction goes to 75.
You tried to hunt Steve. You tried to hunt Steven yesterday, but couldn't hear him. Well, he was probably QRP. Yeah, it's a common problem. Again.
Oh, good stuff. Oh, anyway, Dan.
He's actually sounded pretty good QRP last couple of times. I mean, he wasn't as strong as he normally is, mind you. It's QRP, but I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, he sounded to me pretty much. If I'm out, Steven's hunting me, and the majority of them are QRP, and he gets through.
Yeah,
so it ain't affected him real bad. I don't know. He can tell you more about how his numbers are, but as far as getting through my pileups, he gets through. All right. It is about time for Frank or Charlie to start streaming. And we're going to turn that over to them. Patreons, if you did not see my message, we're going to do the monthly business call tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm saying 9 o'clock because that gives you all the time to wipe out all the late shift hunters and get activators and get all that taken care of. Because I know you guys will be like, man, he always does these things right at late shift, blah, 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 blah. And by 9 o'clock last night, there wasn't nobody to hunt.
Yeah.
So you should be pretty good. So come on over, discuss a few things. We won't be long, and we'll get in and out. And because I don't want to stay real long, because we got a Christmas party this month, and that's going to be fun. But anyway, thank you guys very much for the super chats. Head over and watch either Frank or Charlie. And Dan, what do you got coming up?
Not a lot, man. Gonna relax and hopefully feel better. Go take about half a bottle of ibuprofen and get back on my feet here.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm down in my back. Like I've got a bad hip flexor, and it's causing me all kinds of issues. So activating ain't been fun this week, but it is what it is. So for me, I'm going to try once again to put this radio back together for like the third time. And tomorrow I will drop a TikTok and activate. Tuesday I will drop a short and activate. Wednesday I'll live stream and activate. Thursday I'll drop a video and activate. And Friday and Saturday I'll film videos and activate. That's it for me. Welcome to full time. Thank you guys for the chats, and we'll catch you later. 73.
See you guys.